Hello guys and welcome on this new video. As you can see, this is a time-lapse of a drawing I've made for the CDC challenge, so the character design challenge. This month it was for March topic. The March topic was Dragon and Dragonriders, and this is obviously one of the topics that I wanted to draw for, and well, I took my time, to be honest, but I finally found time to draw this this Dragonlady. This is a redraw from a drawing that I've made in 2013, as you can see on both the two drawings on the left. And well, this is a kind of a tribute to the Anne McCaffrey Dragonriders of Pern, as well as the Cardinal's Blade from Pierre Pevel. This is a French writer, and obviously this is a dragon lady from the 17th century with a dragon on her shoulder. And well, this is a tribute to both of those novels that I really loved, that I'm a huge fan of. And but as you can see, I started with a rough sketch that I drew on my sketchbook, on my paper sketchbook. I scanned it and I redraw a detailed sketch on Photoshop. This is what I'm doing right now. I had some troubles to draw the dragon because I was not sure about his anatomy. And I wanted to place the limbs and everything at the right place. And at the same time, as you can see, the profile of my girl character, well, I didn't like it at first, so I redraw it. I got inspired by the work of Brian Kensinger, whom I had some hard book lately. He's a huge inspiration, to be honest, and well, I really like his work, and I think it's you can see at least in the profile of the Dragon Lady. So this is how I work usually. I start to fill a layer with the silhouette of all the character, and then I clip a layer per color in above this first layer, and so I have one layer for the hair, one layer for the dress, and one layer for the face and everything. I tried to work with the color that I chose for the two first drawings, the one from the 2013, and especially the blue gown, because I really like the blue one of the bottom one on the right hand, because it was like a dark blue with highlights of like aquamarine or turquoise, and I really like this hues. I really wanted to go with those colors, at least for her dress. Well, I always have a problem with the hand. It's one of something that I really have to work on. And as you can see, I had some troubles to draw this one, because I wasn't sure how it was spaced with the dragon next to it. And as for the dragon, you'll see actually it was made with two layers, because the dragon is at the same time in front of the character, as you can see with his claws on her arm. on her arm, and there was also a part of the dragon behind the character, especially the wing. So the dragon is not on only one layer, but on 2 layers. I could have made it a little bit more easier for me, but well, I was. This is how I made it. Simply. Well, as you can see, I wanted to add some orange hues to the dragon, but it just didn't feel right at first, so I deleted it, and I came back on the orange and on the scales skin later on. So this part is how I put some colors and some details and all the shadows and the highlights on the characters. I really like to add some dimension on the characters, like you can see on the blue dress, because it turns from turquoise at the top of the dress to like a dark blue at the end of the dress. And it's the same for the color of her hair, because there's a slightly difference between the hues of the top of her hair and the bottom of her hair. As I was outlining the dragon, I realized that there were some stuff that were needed to improve, that as the claws of her back limbs, sorry, just to place all the ridge on his tail, around her neck and in front of her bodice. And I added some pikes and everything, and all the ridges of its wing. I really wanted to keep this orientation of the tail, you know, how it turns around her neck, and with the ridge, which is just slowly turning around her neck. This is what I wanted to keep from the first drawing from 2013. Well, this is the part where I add some of the outlines from her hair, as you can see, and on her gown as well. I really like how it flows. I still don't know how it works, to be honest. Her hair, how it's just put in place, but well, I think it's I like her hairstyle, even if it's maybe not really efficient and plausible, but I like it. I tried to keep her with a readable silhouette from far away, a little bit more readable than the 2 first drawings. And here you can see me, taking care of her pearls in her hair and on her neck. I'm not very fond of the result, to be honest, but this time for those pearls I didn't use a predefined brush for the pearls. I have a brush for drawing, like pearl necklace, that I use at the end of the drawings. You'll see after that, but I didn't use it for her necklace and the pearls in her hair. So this is the part where I put some shadows and some highlights. There's well, nothing to be explained except the things, the usual things like the point of light is in front of her on the left side of the drawing. So obviously the shadow, the darkest part of her shadows are on the right. I tried to follow the folds of her gown and of her dress, just to give like her dress some volume and some fluff, just to give the sense of the weight of the fabric. And I added some sparkles on her dress, just to give it a little bit of dimension. Here I'm just erasing some of her pearls, because the tail of the dragon is going over her pearls. So I thought that it was a good idea, just to remove some of her pearls. Here there's a second layer of shadow, like more marked shadows above the other one, just to give it a little bit more depth for the character. I used to use like a violet-ish hue for the shadows of her skin mostly, and for all the part like of her gown, which is a little bit more cold colors, I use like a bluish gray or greenish gray, just to go with it. And now it's time for the dragon. I didn't know what to do with it. I just knew that I wanted it to be like reddish, and add some scale details. It's very simple. I used like a homemade brush for his scale, just to give it a little bit of as you can see here, of details of the scale. I didn't want to go too far into the details, just to suggest the scales, especially in the highlights, as you can see a little bit later. With some parts a little bit orangey. As for the character, the source of light is on the left hand, so the shadows are on its right hand, obviously. And this is where I start to put some lighter scales on some parts where the light hits. Just to this glimpse of light on some scales. And this is one of the final step of my drawings. I put a layer above everything in overlay, just to give a little saturation for the color. And just push the skin and push the green and the blue of the dress, and I really like the effects, the final effects. And this will be me trying to find like a background afterwards. So this is it. This is the final drawing. I hope you liked it, and if you have any question, just feel free to ask and I will answer it with joy. See you soon. Bye bye.